Texas, and I want to go live today. I'm coming live today to share with the public about a case that I have been fighting ever since 2011, and it has not been resolved. I have reached out to 2 attorneys to help me resolve this case in the state of Texas. And as of today, it has not been resolved. This thing has been at me for a long time because it has impacted my life in any and every kind of way. And today I want to share with the public what has been happening behind the scenes with this case involving Statefarm. Just recently, I filed with the state of Texas to get my birth certificate, and it has been flagged because it has been tied to this case involving Statefarm. And the reason why it is having questions in regards to my address. And the address that I use for the case involving Statefarm is the address is on my license where Statefarm never did pay the claim. And it has been covered up here in the state of Texas ever since 2011. And I just want to share today with the public just the fight that I have been having here for like reaching out to state representatives, attorney's office, you name it. And I'm back at square one. I can't get any help. And I have been talking to many people about what has taken place involving this case with Statefarm. And when you actually go and look at the case online, the public will think that this case involving Statefarm has been paid. Well, it has not been paid because as of today, I can't even get my birth certificate done because my license is linked to a address that involves the case involving Statefarm. It shows that Statefarm never did pay this case. Never did pay this claim, I mean. With all of that being said, I want to share with the public how this has been such a big impact in my life. When you do not have a physical address, it impacts your whole life. Not only did this case involving Statefarm impact my life, they took my home during this claim. Whereas when you read the house claim involving Pipkins versus Statefarm, you will see that nowhere on the record that it shows that Statefarm wrongfully taken my home. They have painted this picture along with the court showing and stating that they have paid this claim when they really have not. And that's the big problem as of today. Not only did they wrongfully take my house in the middle of a house claim, but they also took away my voter's rights. This past election, I did not get a chance to vote due to a physical address. So I'm coming live today to share with the public about this claim involving Statefarm. No homeowner should be done the way that I have been done and misused and mistreated behind a simple house claim, something that I paid my money for. Also, today, I will be sharing with the public. It won't be on Facebook Live, but I will be sending out evidence to show that Statefarm wrongfully took my home. When this thing first happened, I went on Facebook and I shared with the world paperwork. Back then, I didn't know what I know now when it comes to a foreclosure. Before you can have your house foreclosed on, you have to go into foreclosure 120 days. You have to be past your 120 days. I have a receipt, a statement showing where the statement was sent out around January the 5th of 2013, along with a letter with Statefarm attorney Chad Wood, Flowers and Davies out of Tyler, Texas, where he took a deposition on me December the 18th, 2012, and he wanted to come out to my property, and he wanted to inspect my property. Once Statefarm attorney Chad Wood came to the property, he later that day put chains on the door and locked us off of that property. Okay? That's something that the public is not made aware of. And that was done around February of 2013. Okay? Then he wanted to go to the bank, which Chase Bank held the mortgage on my home. And he went and spoke to someone at Chase Bank concerning this insurance claim behind closed doors. And during that same month, in March of 2013, we was due for a status conference. And Chad Wood was supposed to show up for court. He did not show up for court. During that time, he got another attorney and had him to come in. And during the court proceeding, that attorney told the judge that he made a notice of appearance and he needed more time for discovery. And also during that time, Mr. Ross Payne, the federal judge, magistrate judge, Ross Payne was the judge. And he asked me, did I have an attorney? And I told him that I did have an attorney. And he stopped the court proceeding at that time, and he reached out to that attorney. But make a long story short, my home was wrongfully foreclosed on April the 2nd, 2013. I want the world to know that from the last time that we made a payment on that house was between October 2012 to November 2012. Okay? Or 2013. And you count from the time that Chad Wood came to my house and he put chains on the door, he made sure that we did not go back to the property. He made sure that we was out of that house, in other words. We weren't going to be able to come back to our home. And then April the 2nd, they wrongfully foreclosed on our home behind closed doors. Okay? During that time, we was put out in the street way before that time because Statefarm stopped paying living expense October the 22nd, 2011. They only paid living expense from June 20th, 2011 to October the 22nd, 2011. And from that time, I have been paying this house claim. Been paying living expense and different things like that. Statefarm never did pay what they said up under this policy. They just flat out painted this picture that they paid this house claim when they did not. During that time, from April the 2nd of 2013, all the way up to August 7th, 2013, my insurance policy was still running on my home. And you have my insurance where somebody else has taken my home in the middle of a house claim. Have you ever heard of somebody's home being foreclosed on in the middle of an open house claim? And also, I want the public to know that not only did Statefarm attorney Chad Wood come to the property and change locks on the door, but at the beginning of the claim, I used Statefarm contractors, and they failed to pull permits with the city of Marshall, Texas. Also, they had unlicensed plumbers on my property. I did not know at the time. They did not. City of Marshall did not hold Statefarm contractors accountable for what they have done to me. And how we found out that they was unlicensed and did not pull the city of Marshall is because I called the city of Marshall and had them to come in and investigate, because some of the stuff that the contractors were done didn't seem right. And that's when we discovered that they was unlicensed and they did not pull permits with the city of Marshall. And the work that they had did in the kitchen area had to be uncovered. And when the city of Marshall uncovered that work by Statefarm contractors, they discovered that old pipes that they supposed to have repaired in the kitchen area was never repaired. I want the world to know the truth about this story behind Statefarm, because it has impacted my life in all kinds of ways. And it has run into all kinds of problems. And when I go to try to tell the public why I'm living the way that I'm living, and I try to explain my case involving Statefarm, everybody is confused about it. So I'm coming live today to share with the world that Statefarm have not paid this claim involving our house claim in 2013. Our house was located at 34 Buena Vista in Marshall, Texas, 75670. I have been reaching out, I don't know, lawmakers, so many different people for help. And every time I get somebody to help me, they, instead of them helping me, they turn around and they go and get on the side with Statefarm. Like, for instance, when I hired this last attorney out of Grapevine, Texas, and I sit down and I poured my heart out to her. And in the end, she did me wrong. And I'm thinking that she's going to help me resolve this thing. Instead of her helping me, she got on the team with Statefarm and helped Statefarm cover it up. And I want the world to know that nobody should be treated the way that I have been treated involving this case with Statefarm. Not only did Statefarm take my house from me, they deprived me of my life, and that's a violation of my civil rights. They have also uh, took land that was given to me from my mother, and they have tied this into a case involving Statefarm. And it comes out of the 73rd District Court upon the judge, federal judge, Brad Martin. I want to share that with the public as well. The living expense, which was a credit card that I paid, my own credit card that I paid, and Eastman Credit Union out of Longview, Texas, sued me, and I did not have the opportunity to walk into the courthouse and defend myself. The federal judge, Brad Martin, placed a summary judgment against me, and later on, the attorneys in the court put an abstract judgment against my name and tied it to my mom's property, or any property that I come in contact with. That's not right. Everybody should have due process of law. I'm also sharing with the public how Marshall, Texas, the federal and the state court, how they have done me. I haven't done anything to nobody but file a simple house claim involving Statefarm. And my life gets turned upside down behind a house claim. From the time that I filed this house claim as of today, I have never been able to get a full-time job behind Statefarm. Not only did Statefarm attorney Chad Wood come to my property and put chains on the door and lock me off of my property, he went to Chase Bank before the house was wrongfully foreclosed on April the 2nd. He also wanted to go to the school system that I worked for. I worked for, at that time, Marshall Independent School District. And during that deposition, he wanted to also pull all of my records from the school district. Guess what? Whoever he talked to, I didn't have a job, a full-time job from Marshall Independent School District. So, Statefarm did not meet the obligations upon our insurance policy. Instead of paying this claim, they turned it around and turned my life upside down for something that their attorney, they contractors did to us, and put me out here where I've been bouncing from one house to another house. I have slept in my car, all of this kind of stuff behind Statefarm contractors. And I want to make it clear to the public. It's 3 insurance agencies in Marshall, Texas. My insurance agency was H.L. Bison. And the other 2 agencies that I talked to, they were very nice. I want to make it clear to the public that those other 2 agencies are very nice. But H.L. Bison's office, whereas Shannon's office, took over. That is the office that did me wrong. I just recently called the office, Shannon, and tried to explain to him. And he was not very nice to me. And again, this is the reason why I'm going live today to share my story. I have reached out to the Marshall News Messenger. I don't know how many times and how long. I'm speaking from my heart today because I want the world to know what has happened to me dealing with filing a house claim involving State Farm. Not only have I been reaching out to the insurance agency, I have called the court. When you read the court record, it will show where State Farm just flat up was not truthful about this claim. My number, I want to make sure to the public, my phone number has been blocked from Harrison County Courthouse, and that's against the law. You can't do that. When you know that this claim involving State Farm has not been paid. It's just, I just want to share with the public because I know it's somebody else that's out there. House claim. It's too many people around this world that pay homeowners insurance, and they pay too much to be done like the way that they have done me and my family. It's not right. Those that have questions about this case involving State Farm, my driver license that I'm having problems with for us trying to get a birth certificate as of today, it tells the truth. My life in general tells the truth. Look at the voting to see if I voted in this past election. My voter's right was taken from me. Also, I want to let you know that I have a letter that was written on my behalf by Fairfield Hotel in Marshall, Texas. And it lets the public know that my house was not ready to be moved back into. And from October the 22nd of 2011, I have been displaced from my home. I want the world to know that the storm did not displace us. It's State Farm contractors that went in that did not pull a license, did not have a plumbing license, and they did not pull permits with the city of Marshall, and the city of Marshall looked the other way because they were State Farm contractors and did not hold them accountable, and instead allowed them to do what they did to us. I have also reached out to them as well. But as of today, if anyone that's out there that's watching this story and can relate to what I'm going through with State Farm is, then they can reach out to me. My number is 903-399-5704. And by the way, I want to also let the public know before I get ready to go, I have never personally, myself, that I can recall being in trouble with the law enforcement. Until I filed this case with State Farm, I'm letting the public know, because this stuff has been weighing on my heart, and every day, every night, every second, as the years have went by, and the things that have happened to me involving State Farm, it has weighed on my heart. and I want to share it with the public. I want the public to know the truth. I want the public to know the truth. I also want the public to know that I never did separate from my husband. It was this case involving Statefarm when they put those locks on that door in the middle of an open insurance claim that separated me and my family. And if Statefarm hear this right here, they know that I'm telling the truth. It's not right. Nobody should be treated the way that I have been treated. Well, this is all for now. I will come back with more updates concerning this case.